incompetents are in action. Their time is up. Our time is now.
Alright, so would it make sense for John Cena to become the President of the United States? We see that Joe Biden has stepped down, or is not going to be running in the next election, right? And not only that, he has given his endorsement to Kamala Harris, right? Now, it is such an interesting time to watch all this unfold. Now, granted, I'm not from the US, and any impacts that I may face as a Jamaican living in Jamaica, it will be probably more on the trade side, or if any plans or sanctions are put in place that affects Jamaica either directly or indirectly, based on whoever becomes leader, right? But it's such an interesting time, and being a wrestling fan, I wanna still give my 2 cents. Okay. All right. So as an outsider looking in, I've seen Joe Biden release a statement saying that he's not going to be running. There aren't any real strong contenders to what I'm seeing that people would really gravitate to easily, like in the running right now. But a guy like John Cena, if he were to run, I don't know his political views, if he would align himself with the Democrats or more Republican. I remember the last time he got involved in political talk, it was with the bin chilling Chinese thing, right? The Chinese thing that he had to apologize for. But could John Cena become the president of the United States? Well, if Donald Trump could do it, why couldn't John Cena, right? He has, throughout his career, he has portrayed himself as being, an American first, and he has dedicated himself and his time to the Make-A-Wish kids. He has become the guy who has given the most and tried to make sure that everybody who had a wish, that he would make sure that, as much as he could, make sure that he would carry out the dreams of those kids. And from a realistic perspective, I think the Democrats would really need a strong leader that would have a clear message of where you'd really want the country to go under their leadership, right? And being that it's gonna be there's a couple months left till the election, you need somebody that already understands social media, is already a part of internet culture, who can mobilize people. And who better to mobilize people and move the hearts of people than a guy like John Cena, who has spent years honing his craft and becoming an excellent storyteller and orator, right? Which is a key and important part of being a president, that you need to be able to tell the people things in a way that they not only understand, but in a way that makes sense, right? With his storylines in WWE, one thing that he's always able to do is move his fans or the people watching him. Whether you like him or hate him, he's always been able to elicit some kind of reaction. And that's one of the things that I don't think anybody on the Democrat side is really able to do right now. When you think of Kamala Harris, she doesn't, as I said, from outside looking in, she isn't really a good bet in my eyes for winning. People know her name, yes, but it's gonna be rough for her to beat someone like Donald Trump, especially in the light of the whole assassination attempt and public sentiment in the US being kind of pushed towards him, even if some people believe it may be a staged assassination attempt, or if you believe it's real. It is in the public perception that something did happen, and people are more willing to listen to Donald Trump because of this event, right? Because of the assassination attempt. But people who may have not had a position before, prior to the assassination attempt, or prior to the prior to the debate that Trump and Biden have, they may be swayed more to Trump's side because of the assassination attempt. Because here's the thing, it doesn't really matter if it's real or not. Just like how with WWE, it doesn't matter if it's real or not. It's the stories. It's what the people feel about these people that makes or breaks them on the political journey or to become a president, right? Um, I would say if John Cena was to run, I would like to as that Kane is a Republican because it would have been really cool to see Kane become his vice president. But yeah, if he does decide to, it would make sense because from a standpoint of he's already known, he would be able to craft a story in that time frame. He has been a master of doing that for many years because it's a short time frame before the next US election. So he would be able to tell a story, craft a story about who he wants to be as a president if he were to decide to really run. And if he were to run, he would probably blow everybody else out of the water because he has that kind of charisma that a leader needs. He'd probably even be able to beat Trump too, because he is an excellent storyteller and he understands why people buy into stories and what people need to hear in order to follow what you're saying. So it will be interesting, but I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. This is just me, like with everything else that has gone on 2024 from 2020 up to now, like this would be the least crazy thing to happen if it were to happen. But I guess we'll see if he does decide to run for president. Um, I would really love to see Kane become his running mate, but you know, I guess we'll see. As I say, I'm not sure about his political views, but if he were to decide to run on the Democrats' ticket, he would have a really good fighting chance because of who John Cena is. You can imagine Super Cena as president. That would be an interesting time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm done rambling now about something that probably won't happen. All right.